Good morning, all of you. In today's class, we are going to see the case study of AFS, which is Andrew File System. Case study of Andrew File System, which is a topic in Unit 5. Like NFS, we have discussed in the previous class about Sun NFS. Like NFS, the Andrew file system provides transparent access to remote shared files for Unix programs running on workstations. So the Andrew file system works for Unix programs running on different workstations. The Andrew file system is implemented as two software components that exist at Unix processes called Vice and Venus. So there are two software components in Andrew file system. They are Vice and Venus. See this diagram for Andrew file system, and there are three workstations, and it is connected to the network, and there is server side. There are two servers. So this works under Unix operating system. So in each workstation we have a user program and the software called Venus. The Venus is a software which is designed for workstations, and we have a Unix kernel for the implementation purpose. So in each workstation we have three: user program and Venus software and Unix kernel. And these workstations are connected to the network, and in server side we have Unix kernel and the Vice software. The Vice software is dedicated to the server, the Venus software is dedicated to the workstation which are connected to the network in Unix operating system. Andrew file system, the files available to user processes running on workstations are either local or shared. So the user processes running on workstations can be a local process, or it can be a shared process. Local files are handled as normal Unix files. They are stored on the workstation's disk, that is hard disk, and are available only to local user processes. So the local files are stored on the workstation's hard disk, and they are available only to local user processes. So coming to shared files, the shared files are stored on servers, and copies of them are cached on the local disks of workstations. So there are two types of files here: local files and shared files. The local files are handled by the local workstations and stored in the local workstation's hard disk, and it will be available for local user processes. And coming to shared files, they are stored on the server side. They are stored on the servers, and copies of them will be available in the local hard disk of workstation. The namespace seen by user processes is given in the next diagram. See this is the file namespace seen by the clients of Andrew file system. So in local there are two files. We have local files and shared files. In local files, the namespace will be like this. The top is root, and the root will have some sub directories: temp, bin, vm, unix. So that bin directory is connected with the bin directory in shared files, and the shared files having CMU directory. That CMU directory will have a bin directory. The Unix kernel in each workstation and server is a modified version of BSD Unix. The modifications are designed to intercept, open, close and some other file system calls. When they refer to files in the shared namespace and pass them to the VNS process in the client computer. See, the user program under Unix is the user program uses the Unix file system calls, and the non-local file operations are performed in the VNS. This is under workstation. The Unix kernel will be there, and the Unix file system will be there, and the local hard disk of the workstation will be there. The next figure describes the actions taken by the vice and VNS and the Unix kernel when a user process issues a system call. There are 4 user processes. They are open, read, write and close. For open file, the file name and mode are given as parameter to that open for operation. The Unix kernel, in the Unix kernel, if the file name refers to a file in the shared file space, pass the request to VNS. Pass the request to VNS. Open the local file and return the file descriptor to the application. So these operations are performed in the Unix kernel system. And coming to VNS software, it checks list of files in the local cache. If not present, if the particular file is not present, or there is no valid callback promise, send a request for the file to the vice server, that is custodian of the volume containing the file. So if the file is not available in the local cache, and it sends a request to the vice software which is in the server side for getting the file. And also the VNS software plays the copy of the file in the local file after getting the file from the server, from the vice software. It enters its local name in the local cache list and return the local name to Unix. And the vice software for open operation transfers a copy of the file and a callback promise to the workstation. Log the callback promise. And coming to read operation, it has 3 parameters: file descriptor, buffer and length. So the Unix kernel performs a normal Unix read operation on the local copy, and the VNS and vice softwares won't tag for a read operation. And coming to write operation, it has 3 parameters: file descriptor, buffer and length. So the Unix kernel system performs a normal Unix write operation on the local copy, and the VNS and vice software won't work for read and write operations. And coming to close operation, close file descriptor is the parameter. The Unix kernel system closes the local copy and notify VNS that the file has been closed. So the VNS software, if the local copy has been changed, send a copy to the vice server, that is the custodian of the file. Then vice server replace the file contents and send a callback to all other clients holding callback promise. on the file. Andrew file system. The next figure shows the remote procedure calls provided by the Andrew file system servers for operations on files. So first is the fetch file ID. It returns the attributes and optionally the contents of file identified by the file ID and records a callback promise on it. The second one, store has three parameters, that is file ID, attribute and data. It updates the attributes and the contents of a specified file. Create operation creates a new file and records a callback promise on it. Remove file ID deletes the specified file. Setlock has two parameters, that is file ID and the mode. The setlock operation sets a lock on the specified file or directory. The mode of the lock may be shared or exclusive. Locks that are not removed expire after 30 minutes. Release lock file ID, which unlocks the specified file or directory. And next operation, remove callback with file ID. It informs server that a Venus process has flushed a file from its cache. And next operation is break callback with file ID. This call is made by a wise server to a Venus process in the workstation. It cancels the callback promise on the relevant file. Scope of research. So there are three scopes of research in this Andrew file system. Research on implement a snapshot of PNFS distributed file system. Number 2, scale and performance in a distributed file system. Number 3, a scalable distributed file system for cloud computing. These are the future scope of research. And application of this Andrew file system. Distributed file systems can be advantageous because they make it easier to distribute documents to multiple clients over the network, and they provide a centralized storage system. Since they provide a centralized storage system, the client machines are not using their resources to store files. The NFS from Sun Microsystems and DFS from Microsoft are examples of distributed file systems. So with this, today's class is over. Remaining we will see in the next class. Thank you.